Hi, this is Raymond Rose. Thanks for joining me today. One of my favorite subjects to talk about is Siri. I've been using Siri since it first came out many years ago. I'm a power user. I use it at least 100, maybe even 200 times a day. It saves me so much time. It keeps me focused. It's fun to work with. And Siri literally knows more and more about me as each day goes by, and it helps me make my life so simple. Let's talk about the benefits of Siri, and I'm also going to tell you about some of the phrases I use every single day, and hopefully you'll get some good ideas out of this. So, number one, it's hands-free operation. Siri allows you to operate your phone or your iPad without even touching it. You can just simply use voice commands to send messages, make phone calls, set reminders, coordinate events in your calendar, and do so many things again without touching your phone. So, if you're driving, if you're cooking, if you're anywhere and you don't want to touch your phone or your phone's not accessible, all you got to do is talk to Siri and it'll carry out your commands. Number two, like I mentioned, it saves me so much time because Siri can work faster than I could possibly do it myself manually. So I could either tell Siri to send a message to my son, or I could pick up the phone and type the message or whatever. Just talk to Siri, it does all the work. Number three, it knows my preferences. It's amazing how the more I use Siri, the more it knows who I am, the more it knows what I like, the more it knows my habits, and it makes my life so much easier. And lastly, you can integrate it with other apps. So if I want to send, I don't know, I want to send $50 to a friend of mine because, I owed him money. We went to a baseball game or whatever. All I have to do is say, hey, Siri, send $50 to my son via PayPal, and Siri will just take the money out of my account and put it right over. So it's really, really lots of fun. It saves me a lot of time. Let me give you an example. Let's say that, and I live in New England in the USA, and let's say that I wanted to go to a Boston Red Sox game and I want to bring my son, or I'm going to ask my son if he wants to come to the game with me. So I might start, and it's a Saturday, and I'm thinking about going to a Thursday game. So the first thing I would say to Siri is, "Hey Siri, what's the weather in Boston this coming Thursday?" Siri would tell me the weather. Then I'd say, "Hey Siri, do I have any plans in my calendar for Thursday?" Siri responds, "Hey Siri, what place are the Boston Red Sox in the American League standings?" Siri will tell me they're in third place, first place, or whatever. Then I'll say, "Hey Siri, show me the availability of seating at Fenway Park for this Thursday." Siri will pull it right up on my phone. I'll be able to take a look at it. I'll send a text to my son saying, "Hey, son, hey, Jeff, do you want to go to the baseball game at Fenway Park on Thursday evening?" I don't even, all these things thus far, I have not even touched my phone. I'm just talking to Siri. My son says, "Sure, let's go to the game." I can then say, "Okay, hey, Siri, set an alarm for me on Thursday at 10 a.m. to get ready for my trip to Boston." Siri's going to set the alarm. "Hey Siri, remind me at 12 o'clock to check the air in my tires." Siri will send me a reminder to check the air in my tires. Or, "Hey Siri, remind me to check the air in my tires while I'm gassing up my car." Siri will do that. Then I'm picking up my son, and let's say we're trying to drive to Boston. I'll say, "Hey Siri, what's the traffic like on Route 90 today?" Siri will verbally respond to me and tell me what the traffic is like. Let's say I get to the parking lot. This is one I use all the time. If I'm going somewhere where I haven't been before, when I park my car, I just say, "Hey Siri, remember where I parked my car?" It does. I'll go into the baseball stadium. We'll find the seats. Let's say I get separated from my son. "Hey Siri, where is my son?" Siri will tell me exactly where he is within the baseball stadium. I see my son. Jeffrey says, "Hey, I misplaced my phone." I can just say, "Hey Siri, where is my son's iPhone?" And Siri will tell me exactly where it is. We're watching the game. "Hey Siri, tell me the batting average of Jose Rodriguez." Siri will show me that. After the game, I'll say, "Hey Siri, where are the local pubs around Fenway Park?" Siri will tell me all the parks. It'll show me a map on where they are. It'll coordinate different menus and much, much more. Let's say I'm ready to leave. I just simply say, "Hey Siri, where did I park my car?" Siri will show me exactly where my car is. It'll open up Apple Maps and it'll show me where it is. And then I can say, "Hey Siri, on the way home, remind me to stop off and get a loaf of bread at Stop and Shop Supermarket." When I get near Stop and Shop, Siri's going to remind me to stop the car, go in and get a loaf of bread. And then when I get home, I can say, "Hey Siri, open the health app so I can see how many steps I walked today." Siri will do that. And then at the end of the night, I'll say, "Hey Siri, find a photo of me and my son at the baseball game at Fenway Park and send it to my son." All those things I just said, there's a normal day of, and not once have I touched my phone. So there's an example. I'll be giving you. I've got more podcasts coming up on a lot of different phrases you can use. Again, like I said, that will keep your life happy. It's fun to use. It saves you lots of time. And again, imagine me doing all that, everything I just said. Imagine me picking up the phone, typing all that in, and doing all that manual items when I can just literally talk to Siri. And I'm just telling you, a little bit of how I use Siri every single day. So that's it for today's podcast. There are a couple of quick things I want to tell you before we leave. I make podcasts like this every single day, short podcasts. My life is all about four areas. Number one, I want to have excellent health. Number two, I want to have lots of free time. Number three, I want to be really smart about money. And number four, I want really good habits in my life. Like I said, I make a podcast every single day. I focus on those areas I just mentioned. Please consider subscribing to my daily podcast. Just tap the black button on the screen that says subscribe, and you'll get short podcasts like this automatically sent to your YouTube link. There's no spam, there's no emails, there's no, junk mail or anything like that. And again, as you probably can tell, all of my podcasts are live. There's no editing, there's no videos to watch, there's nothing to distract you while you're driving. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And otherwise, that's it for today. This is Raymond Rose. Thanks for listening. I appreciate your support. Hopefully, you'll tune in tomorrow. Thanks.